Well, I've had a really long day and now I'm headed to Dubai Mall to the Nike Beacon store because we have the Yuto Horigome SP Dunks, the matcha colorway. And on feet, I got the Nike SB Navy Jordan 4s. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel, and you're here because you clicked on the title, and that is a new pair of Nike SB Dunks. This is the Yuto Horigome pair, his second collab with Nike SB. But while I stopped by the Nike store in Dubai Mall, the Beacon, the big Nike store, as I was walking out of the store after picking up this pair, I saw these two pairs of NOCTA shorts, and it wasn't my intention to pick up shorts, but you know, summer's around the corner. I mean, we are already in summer, but in Dubai, in the Middle East, it's only getting warmer now. So I was like, hey, let me pick up two shorts. So I got them in two different colors. I got them in this blue and this very nice burgundy. I mean, blue is something that I would wear more frequently, but I thought to add a little bit of pop, maybe with my bread Jordan ones. These are simple polyester nylon shorts. You have the swoosh in the front. You have the NOCTA text done right there, the NOCTA branding. I'll probably throw these on when I do the on feet. And now for the real reason we are here, the Yuto Horigome Nike SB Dunks. Now if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe because I have sneaker content coming out every now and then. And if you like the videos, give it a thumbs up. Okay, now back to the sneaker. I honestly thought that the box would be the beige one because when I picked up the SB4, it was a beige box. Likewise, I think with the Supreme SB Dunk lows as well. But this time around, it's in a purple box. And I usually wear a US 9 now in my Chicago SB Dunks. I got a US 9, which is my true size, and they are perfect. They fit me well, slightly snug, but 2-3 wears in, they are opened up and eased out. Unfortunately, by the time I got to the Nike store, they only had one pair left, and I picked up a 9.5, which is half up from what I wear. And I know a lot of people wear a half size up. I got a half size up in the Supreme SB as well, the MLZ collab, but I somehow don't enjoy the wear on it. And I don't know why, but hey, it is what it is. I'm just grateful because a half a size up doesn't really matter because it's an SB Dunk. It's so much of padding. So if you have broad feet, you're sorted out with a half size up. But I'm not a fan of the toe gap. I like my toe being like a 1-to-1 finish, but and bam! You got your Nike SB kind of a butter paper, and then the pair itself. Whoosh! The Nike SB Dunk Low Yuto Horigome, his second collab. Did I say that already? Now the pair is nicknamed the Matcha, although the color code reads Asparagus, but I guess Asparagus is just the color code. And the pair is called the Matcha because it's named after Yuto Horigome's favorite drink. And also mine lately. I don't know if I'm doing that for the gram or if I actually love it, but hey, I've been to a few places that do a really good matcha. Now for those of you that don't know, Yuto Horigome is a 2-time Olympic medalist. I think he's also been an X Games champ. He's won a bunch of other different things, skateboarding competitions like street skateboarding competition and all of that. And this was his follow-up to the first pair that he did. I think the first pair, if I'm not mistaken, was either 22 or 23, but I missed the boat on that one, and I'm just glad that I was able to cop his second pair. Now let's go through the details of the sneaker because they're quite intense and I like it. Like I was saying, the pair is named after his favorite drink, the matcha. So you'll see that these green panels right here, they have that sort of speckled effect, like a black dot kind of thing running around here all through this green area, and that's supposed to give you the effect of the matcha when you mix it up and it bubbles up. Your toe box has a nice suede finish on it. All of these dark green panels are all nubuck. What's interesting about this mid panel is there's a ever so little coloring on it. It's like the toe box is all beige, right? But this mid panel right here has a bit of shading going on it. And this is also a little rough. Like this is smooth suede, but this is rough. Maybe the audio can pick it up. You have a padded tongue like is required on every Nike SB. It comes with 3 lace options. One is the pre-laced oval green laces, and then you have an extra set of 2 laces, which is this light khaki colorway and this pink lace option. And if you know me, you know I'm gonna throw the pink laces on. I think the whole reason I was sold on the sneakers because of the pink laces. Do you think pink laces are overdone by now with all of the Travis pairs and all of that? Let me know what you think in the comments. On the heel right here on both pairs, you have the Yuto Horigome family crest. What's also interesting about this pair is that you see this area right here in brown. They use bamboo fibers to make it. And of course, you have your Nike branding done right here, embroidered on the heel. On the back of the tongue as well, you have the Yuto Horigome family crest done. And I don't know if I already mentioned this, but with the Nike SB tag right here, this woven label, you also have the name Yuto Horigome done right there. Another interesting detail, and man, this sneaker is probably so full of interesting details, is that you see this lace loop right here. It's done in this metallic finish. That's supposed to replicate the grinder. Like when you put the tea in and you're grinding it out to get the matcha powder, it's supposed to be influenced by it. And I'm not sure if the same carries over to the lace tips, but the lace tips as well have that finish, and it's similar to what's on the grinder. That's really interesting, and it's on all 3 laces. You have your regular midsole, which is that cup sole, and then the outsole, of course, is done in that Nike recycled material. Like you can see, it's all speckled up, and that's what happens when Nike regrinds all of the older rubber to put it out. I said older rubber, but to put it out on the outsole. And then you have this pink hit right here, which is why I think the lace with that pink hit would just look amazing. I gotta show you the insoles because the insoles have some nice detailing. But before we get into the insoles, maybe I should show you the Sockliner. The Sockliner has got this nice satin kind of finish on it. And of course, you have this heel padding right here to keep your foot secure while you skate. Now, I'm no skater. I'm going to be using this for regular lifestyle use. And although an SB Dunk is not like the most comfortable pair that you could slip your feet in, I personally love the way they look, especially with shorts. I'm a big fan of SB Dunks. Okay, I got to pull this insole out to show you the details. Come on, Alan. I thought my pull-out game was strong. Finally got it out. And of course, this SB tongue has this elasticated bands on the side. Now that's to make sure that they don't slide from side to side. So you call this a gusseted tongue, I guess. And now for the insole itself, of course, you got that Zoom Air unit for better padding while you're skating. And I just love this detail on the insole. I think it's Japanese inspired. Of course, it's Japanese inspired. I'm gonna try and pull back this material label. So there you have it. You have this kind of a locker. Is that a locker or a machine from which you dispense? Is that like a dispenser? But anyway, you've got the Yuto logo. You have the Kanagawa waves, I think, which is Japanese, and this old mansion. So nice detailing on the insole and your zoom units, of course. I think that's about covers all of it for the shoe. Yeah, now I'm gonna slip them on feet to show you what they look like. All right, so this is the top-down view of the pair. You see there's a lot of space around here because I went up a half size around the heel, but in terms of length, it's pretty all right. I think I'm gonna keep the pink laces on because they just look amazing in comparison to the standard laced matcha colored ones. But yeah, a top-down view. I think a true size would have been a better fit for me, especially around the heel area, unless of course I lace them up tight. bam. I gotta stop saying that. And thanks for staying all the way to the end, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. You know, when I got the sneaker out of the box, there's one thing I realized, that the laces were done a little differently, which only makes me think somebody tried them on, didn't like them, and left them back on the shelf. So shout out to you, whoever you are. I got my hands on the pair that I've been looking forward to. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, stay safe, peace.